Welcome back to another episode of Carolina Kayak Adventures, brought to you by Eastern Outfitters, where you can find all of the name brand gear that you love to use, and also by 70 West Builders. This is a builder that we know and trust.
Look at that flounder go. Oh yeah. Such a pretty fish. Oh, look at it. Oh no. There it is. Yeah. Come on, get that thing in the boat. Yeah, baby. Fish on. Nice fish too. Man, that was pretty right there. Just swimming along. Oh yeah, it's a nice trout. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Yes. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, fish on. This fish is a little smaller. Fish that. Little trout.
Alright, so we're going to get into this catch and cook just by kind of showing you how we like to cook the fish and the ingredients that we like to use. Plenty of butter, blackened seasoning that you like, some Parmesan cheese, need a little bit of aluminum foil and a baking pan. And so watch what I do. I'll show you how I do this. Good. I'll show you how we like to cook our trout. This is a recipe that I really like, and I guess I'm kind of combining different ways I've seen other people cook. But what we're going to do, we're going to start off over here in the frying pan, and we're going to get our butter melting. And I know that looks like a lot of butter, but just trust me, this is going to turn out really good. I like to use this. This is Chef Paul Prudhomme. Yeah, his magic seasoning blend. It's blackened and redfish magic. That's what I like to use on all my fish. No matter really honestly about how I cook it, I use that for everything. You're going to need some Parmesan cheese. Obviously a little bit of Reynolds wrap and a good sized baking pan. Alright, I could even use 2 for the amount of fish I have, but we'll see how that works out. But so the reason that you need coconut oil is I like to spray a little bit in the pan, and all this is for is simply to keep my fish from sticking to my aluminum foil. This probably doesn't do much of anything, but I sprinkle just a little bit of the seasoning along the bottom. There's going to be plenty of seasoning on the fish, but I just put that on there on the bottom because I'm going to lay the fish right down on top of that. I got my butter over here melting. I stay on top of that. I don't need this super hot. I don't need this to be super hot, okay? I just want to get it melting, so I don't want it over here cooking and frying, right? Just melting the butter. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the fish fillets, get a couple of these fillets out, and I filleted these last night. I'm just kind of feeling for bone. I'm making sure that I got all the bone out. Oh yeah. Yep. Every now and then you'll get one kind of straight up there near the top, maybe a rib bone. But you can see I don't have bone, I don't have skin. This is boneless, skinless. Alright, so I found one right here. A little piece of bone. I like to get all of that out so that I know that when we cook this is all meat, no bone. You can dig in and not have to worry as you're eating. All of these feel good. Should have no problem. I'm prepping some garlic. This is what's going to go in that butter. I know I didn't show you that on the ingredients, but I promise you what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you a list to be able to show you what I do. So all I'm doing is prepping this garlic, and I'm gonna mince it. We're gonna mince some garlic in here. This is gonna be delicious. I don't cook this like, I don't get it like real cooked. All I'm doing is really just kind of heating this garlic up. I want the more of the cooking of the garlic to happen when I'm cooking my fish. Actually, I'm just getting it, creating a garlic butter sauce. You can see I didn't brown the garlic. It's all it is the butter's melted really well. I let it saute for just a couple of minutes, and that's it. That's all we got going on with the butter sauce. Here's the trout fillets. I wanted to call it flounder so bad, but here's the trout fillets. I've got those laid out in my pan. Didn't have enough room for all the fish that I had that we're going to cook. Got these ready. Get ready to dump some butter right on them. Got the butter sauce sitting over here, and it's ready to go. All right, so really all I'm going to do, I'm going to take this garlic butter sauce, and I'm going to lay it all over these fish. I'm going to smother these fish in this garlic butter. Don't worry about thinking that it's going to be like a heavy garlic taste. If you're not a garlic person, it's really not. It's not like it's a heavy garlic flavor that winds up on here. But this is a really good, just smother it with that butter. This is going to cook and be so good. My mouth is watering. I wish you could smell what we smell right now. So good. Let's get these in here. Just going to smother them down real good. Okay, now we are, you can see I added about a half a stick of butter in here. Now I'm going to dump some Parmesan cheese in there. Good bit of Parmesan. And it's almost like half and half, like half amount of butter to the Parmesan cheese. And what I'm looking for is a creamy, cheesy, I'm trying to make a creamy, cheesy sauce. Needs just a little bit more Parmesan. You don't want it thick as peanut butter, but it's not an extremely wet sauce either. So that's probably about perfect right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, put it right on top of our fish, this creamy, cheesy. And you see what I'm doing? Like I'm spreading it, right? Watch this. This is the part I think is probably important. I'm going to spread it on there. Okay. Now it's time for the Magic Chef. You can get this off of Amazon for about 10 bucks or so. All right. So can you see what I'm doing? No, I don't need to. So here, put the seasoning on here pretty good, all over the fish. And this one I haven't even put the cheese on that one yet, but it's okay. It's gonna be really good. That's about all you need for the seasoning. And I'm gonna come back with a little bit more of that cheese and butter right over top of that. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna it's almost like rendering fat. It's gonna melt down through there while it cooks. So the fish is ready, it's prepared, and it's time to put it in the oven. So here we go. And we're gonna cook this at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. So there we go. Set your timer. 30 minutes. And rock and roll. All right, here we go. Let's see how it's turned out. Woo. That's hot. Woo, look at that. Y'all don't even understand how good that right there smells. That's what we got going on. Oysters to go along with the fish. There's the fish prepared. And down here we eat collards. I don't know what everybody else does, but we do collards. This is about to be an awesome and on time catch and cook. Yeah. So we hope you enjoy it. I'm going to show you how we like to catch trout. I'm going to show you how we like to cook the trout that we catch, okay? Here's what we got going on. You're going to need, you can stop. We got our flounder. Good grief. Now if you're real smart, you've had your oven on